pretty dressed down at the moment because, I mean, it's not a testimony to dress up for, you know? But I am calling this testimony Draino, and you'll see why. So the reason why I'm actually sharing this testimony with you guys is because I feel like a lot of times when, this is, excuse me, this is a Bluetooth controller, so I don't have to turn on and off my videos. But from the actual video, I can just do it here. But anyways, so the reason why I'm sharing this testimony, and it's like, you know, quick and short, is because I feel like a lot of times when we think of like walking by faith and having God grant us the desires of our heart, we often think about great things. Like, you know, like it has to be so great, it has to be so big, and it really doesn't. Like, he cares about everything. He cares about our desires, like every detail of our desire. So I'll jump in and I'll tell you about this episode. Or this testimony, better yet, testimony. But, okay, so there was one night where I had needed Draino, and it was too late to go to the store, so I thought, okay, when I wake up in the morning, I'll just go to the store and get some Draino. So if you're like me, then you plan out your day to like the minute. No, not to the minute, but I plan my day out. So I had already planned the next morning to get up and spend time in worship and praise and praying unto God. Like, I love to do that, and I love to give God my time in the morning, first thing in the morning, because I feel like it makes my whole day go a lot smoother. So I was planning on doing that. But now that I have to get the Draino, I was like, oh, that's gonna cut into like my time that I'm gonna get to spend with God, and how is that gonna be? Like, I don't even know, like, you know? But I was like, I need it in order to use my sink. So I woke up the next morning and I was like, okay, trying to like game plan this. Like, I think so strategically. Like, I'm like, okay, if I go to the store later, then I'll have a little more time now, and, you know, trying to figure this out in my head. So I go downstairs to brush my teeth because I couldn't use my upstairs sink. And as I'm brushing my teeth, I'm just like, okay, I'm trying to map this out in my mind. And all of a sudden, my thoughts are like interrupted. And in my heart, when I say heart, I actually mean like down here in my spirit. But in my heart, I just feel like I need to go get some Draino like right now. Like, I need to go finish brushing my teeth, wash my face, and like leave. And I'm like, whoa, okay. So I go upstairs, change my clothes, and I'm getting ready to leave. And I'm like, dear Lord, let no one see me because I look crazy. Okay, but I'm like, who's up early at like 7 in the morning, you know, at the grocery store? Hopefully no one. That's what I'm thinking. No one. Anyways, so I get up and I'm like, okay, I'm going outside. I get out the door, and my neighbor happens to leave his house the same time I'm leaving my house, like simultaneously. And I look over at him and I'm like, oh, hey. And he's like, hey. I think I've only seen him twice the entire time I've lived here. And I've been here for almost a year now. But I'm just like, how are you doing? And he's like, great. And I'm just like making my way off because I'm like, oh, I gotta get Draino. I can't really talk too much. As soon as I step off the pavement, I find myself turning around and saying to him, hey, do you happen to have any Draino? And he looks at me and he's like, wow, I mean, nice to see you again. You know, that's the way he looks. He doesn't say that, but I can tell. I can read his thoughts. But he's just like, oh, okay, no, I don't have any Draino. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm thinking, why did I ask him that in the first place? So I get ready to step off the pavement again, and I find myself, and I turn around, and I'm like, do you mind looking? Checking to see if you have this Draino? And he looks at me kind of like, wow, this is a bold woman. Like, did I not just tell her I ain't got no Draino? And now she wants me to check for the Draino I don't have? Anyways, sorry, I'm a little, you know, excited. And he just looked at me and he's like, yeah, I'll go check. So I'm standing outside while he goes into his house to go check, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, he's probably like gonna be late for work now because of me, because I asked for this Draino. Not only that, I was on my way to the store, and if he comes out and has no Draino, it's gonna take up more time, and I really wanted to worship God, and now I'm not gonna be able to worship God as long as I wanted to. So I'm waiting, a minute goes by, 2 minutes go by, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like eternity. And I mean, it's only 2 minutes, but it felt like eternity. And I was just like, God, like, why did I even ask him that? Like, you know, he's probably like scouring his house and he has no Draino. And then I heard in my heart, you know, if he didn't have Draino, I wouldn't have asked you to ask him, or I wouldn't have impressed on your heart to ask him. He has it. And I'm just like, okay, well, he got some Drano. He just don't know. He got some Drano. So I'm just sitting there waiting. A few minutes go by, and I'm like, all right. Finally, he comes out with 2 big bottles of Drano in his hands, and he's like, huh, look at what I found. And I'm just like, wow, look at what you found. Thank goodness. And I literally like ran over there, grabbed the Drano, and I was like, I'll be right back. I need to use this really quickly. Ran upstairs, put the Drano in my sink, used it, and returned it. And, you know, God was just showing me that, oh, excuse me, that's, if you can hear it, that's like my dryer going off, telling me my towels are finished. But anyways, but God was just showing me that, like, Thalia, I care about every like need that you have, not just the great big ones, even the little details. You know, every single thing that you have need of, I will provide. And he also showed me that because my motive was right, like, you know, I wanted to spend time with him. He provided for me that time to be able to spend with him by preventing me from going to the store, which would have taken like an extra 15 minutes, you know? And then too, I mean, it takes faith to speak. Like it took faith for me to actually like utter those words and say, do you have Drano? The first time. But then the second time to say, hi grown man, do you mind looking? I mean, it's a grown man, he's like 50, okay? Like, do you mind looking to see if you have Drano in the house that you just said you didn't have? Like, I mean, that takes faith in believing in God. And it turns out that he did. So I just wanted to share that with you all, to encourage you to know that, you know, God gives us the desires of our heart, whether they're small or whether they're large to us, because to God, you know, what's large to us is small to him. I mean, he's the God of the impossible, right? It's only impossible to human beings, but it's not impossible to him. So I just thought that would encourage your faith. Oh yeah, so what's this? This is a notepad that I was actually gonna write the testimony on, so that way I could stay focused, but as you can see, I got nowhere. I started to write it down because my roommate suggested that I should, to be more focused in my videos. I mean, okay, can we just be real right now? Like, she's a news reporter for like national like news, okay? Like, she does this all day long. You know what? She might be watching this video. But anyway, she does this all day long. So of course, like, her like news like reports are like perfect. And I'm like, girl, I'm just starting out. Like, can I grow? Can I grow? No, I'm joking. She's a sweetheart and I love her. But yeah, so I just wanted to share that with you. See you guys next time. Remember, greater is he that is in you, greater is he that is in me. Thalia B.